Whoa, it looks like we got snow. That's going to make it fun for filming. Everything's going to get soaked. It's not going to help a lot. So, how you doing? Hope everyone's good. Starting off with snow at the moment. The skies are sort of grey, whitey colour, as you can see. And we're sort of coming up to where I want to go today. I'm going to have a little look down Whirlingham, see what's happening down that area. And then I'm going to head down to the main roads on Bungay and have a look on either side of the road. I could see as I was driving in there was a fair bit of flooding on either side. I mean, like whole fields covered. So we'll have a look at that in a little while. Just thought I'd have a look down here, see if that's pumping through the little rivers and stuff that are down here. Oh, I can see flood signs, so I think that's telling us something. See what we got then, just down this little track. You can see us flooded across the road just in front of us. They've actually put a little bridgey bit in, but look, things that weren't here last time I come down here. The ditches are to their fullest and going past that, so we'll have a look at them in a bit. Just get down here a bit further, we'll find somewhere to park up. The big bridge in front of us here is where the main river is, and then if you walk along the side of that you come to the rivers and stuff in the fields. This will give us a good indication of if that's worth having a walk through to the fields down that end. That's looking pretty full. To be honest, this is normally quite empty, so I think it's going to be worth a little look. Right, I'm going to get parked up then. Hopefully somewhere where I'm not going to sink. I'm not sure the cows are happy to see us, the bulls. If you look into the fields, you can already see water all in the distance and all around the sides. Okay, so we're parked up in the muddy puddles and we're now going to slosh our way down to the river and let's see what we can find. Pretty sure we're going to find what we want to find. Let's head down this way. I'll bring you back when we see the water. So we're coming up to the first little bridge. And this is normally a tiny little flow. And you can normally see the bottom no problem whatsoever. And that's wide, deep, muddy, and looking pretty yucky. If you look in the distance, you can see where it's flooding over down further down into the fields. Same down on this side. Normally this wouldn't even cover your feet if you went down in there. But today, or at the moment, it's absolutely flying through the bridge. So we're going to make our way this way, head down to the main river, see what's happening down here. Seeing lots of birds at the moment. I've seen 3 robins since I left the car. Quite nice to see. Track's not too muddy, so the water hasn't been up as high as where I'm standing, I don't think. That's further down here where it's going to be, I would say, covering all the fields, all the pathways. Saying that might have been up because that person's garden's flooded out. Their fences have come down and stuff. So maybe it has crossed here. If you look in there, you can still see there's a bit of water sitting there. So I reckon maybe it has been over the edges. I know for a fact it's over the edges further down because I can see from here that the fields are absolutely covered. So we've got a little wooden bridge here to walk over. And already I can see everywhere is really overflowed. Phew. I've never seen so much water in here before. It's normally just like a mill pool and goes across to the river. It's looking like we can't even get across. Normally you go across here and in, but it's not looking like we can get down there. And that looks like that's way too deep for us to walk through. Which is a shame, because I wanted to show them fields and stuff over there. As you can see by the next bridge there, the water's actually touching the bridge. And nearly going over the top of it. So it's not looking too good. So normally you can walk across there quite easily without any problems, but I don't think it's a good idea for me to step down into there. I would say it's probably, I'll go down a couple of steps, but oh, no chance. I'm straight up to me waist and I ain't even at the bottom yet. So there's no way I'm going to get through there. Need me boat. It's a real shame because I wanted to show what's over there, and that's literally the only way across. So might have to see if I can find a different way in, but I don't know it yet. So I can certainly have a look. If not, we'll add this to some more of the stuff what we're going to do today. But as you can clearly see, there's lots and lots of extra water. Like I say, I normally just walk straight across there with no problems whatsoever. You know me, I'd normally walk across, but as I say, I went straight to me waist and I weren't even at the bottom of the steps on the edge of the bridge, so that was just going down and down, so I'm guessing that's a good 7-8 foot deep, if not deeper, which is pretty crazy for this area, and that's normally like 2 foot max. Right, let's go and get back to the car and move and see if we can see it from a different angle. So that was a bit of a shame, bit of a bust there, but obviously I didn't know the bridge was going to be broken and gone off downriver. There's no way of getting across. I tried to go in, I went way past my waist and that was still going down, so I just couldn't get across. So we're a good hour and a half away from home, so I'm going to try and get to the other side of things. If not, I'm going to head over that way and we'll have a look what's over there. I know there's plenty over there, and I know plenty of areas where there is some stuff we can see, but I want to have a look at some stuff that other people don't look at as well. Yeah, getting up nice and close and see what's going on. Right, so let's move on. Oi! Scrape me car. And car's lowered, you see, so that catches things when there's pointed things. I'm going to be doing a bit of work on it soon, so I'm going to put it back up to its original height probably, because otherwise when I'm doing stuff like this, that's not really helping. So either that, or I'll get a vehicle just purely for this purpose. Right, let's move on. Let's go find some more. See the old building here on the left. Not actually sure what that is. If anyone knows, just leave it in the comments below and let me know. I'd be quite interested to know what that used to be. Just pulled over for a minute here because there's a lot going on in these fields here, but we've got no way of getting down there. It's all private, but as you can see, it's fields and fields and fields full of water. Okay, so it looks like we've found ourselves an area where we can go in and have a look. Make a nice camping spot here. Nice and sheltered. There is some huts and stuff on here, I'm not sure what they are. Someone's started to make like a little teepee type thing there. Should be just a little stream running through here, but as you can clearly see, definitely not a little stream anymore. Not quite sure what these little wooden buildings are doing. Don't think there's anything in them. There might be. Yeah, this should be like a little stream just coming through here, but everything you see all across these fields and all the way along is all extra water. Should just be a tiny little stream. It's absolutely racing through here as well. I'm not going to try and walk across it because I can clearly see us way over depth that we're going to get anywhere near to. So we'll walk this way a little bit and see what's happening down this area. Get back up a hill here. You can see that the water has been a lot further up, as you can see where it's all muddy and silty. Shows that's been up even higher. Depending on what tides and stuff we get in the sea and how much water get pushed through. Obviously how much water ends up in the rivers and stuff. Trees that Don't know what the word is for it, but they look quite smart when they're laying there like that with no bark on. See where all this has all been washed in from the bigger tides of water that come through. Not quite sure how far I'm going to be able to go through here. We'll do our best to get onto something if we can. How deep is this? Looks like we can... Oh, it's not too deep, but it's very sticky and muddy. So we'll tread very carefully and see what we can do down this end. See if we can get through all this and see what's happening out in the middle there. It's getting deeper quickly. Up past my knees now. We're basically walking into a swampy bit. You can see where it's just clearly coming straight out of the river and straight into these fields. I've got to be careful where I walk. I can go sort of near the edges but not right over because I might just appear down. Oh, come on, squeeze through. You can clearly see that is a lot of extra water. Just goes right across as far as the eye can see, fields and fields and fields full of water. Don't think I've ever actually seen so much water. I know part of Heigham and them areas were quite bad, but I've got a feeling the southern broads at the moment are actually worse. Oh. Just taking it easy, I don't want to step into a hole and end up 10 foot down. Feels like we're getting through. Around sort of waist level at the moment. Hence why I'm not moving too quickly. Oh, there's a lot of up and down and all sorts under there. It's getting quite sinky, so I'm sort of trying to keep moving. Well, we're getting through it anyway. You can see us definitely been deeper. We've managed to come through all of that, so not bad. We ain't gone under yet. It'll definitely be interesting to see what's further down here. I can see lots of water on the fields and more to look at. It's just getting to the area. I think if this was at its full height like it was a couple of days ago, I don't think I'd have got through here. Oh. We went well down then. Sticky, silty, muddy. Oh, it's getting deep. Gonna be at my chest in a minute. Got to be careful there. How much further do we go? Can we get through? Is that full depth? The actual camera tripods and stuff are actually in the water. I'm dragging them through as I'm walking through here at the moment. Just off the chest. We've just come through all of that. It actually doesn't look that deep, does it? But You can clearly see I'm walking through it. If I stop, I start sinking, so let's keep moving and see what's down this end. We've gone back up a little bit here, so that's good. You can see some trees in that land on the bottom. That was a very deep hole there, coming through there. It was just under me zips and stuff on the top of me waders. Cool. You can see over there, the power of the flow has even been snapping trees. Obviously the wind, and then the flow grabs hold of it and drags it along the river. I found myself right in the centre of the flooding here, so I need to be a bit sensible here because I've got to get back. Woo! Looks like we're going down again. That's deep. We've got a river coming in from the right. Whew. It's hard work stomping through this, I know that much. I can't go much further because I'm now about to walk into the main river. And as I said before, it's a lot deeper than my head height. Try and find some grass or something to stand on, something a bit higher. Whee! This is a bit higher, we've got a reed bed here. Cool. As you can see, it looks like a huge reservoir. If I literally take another couple of steps, I'll be under. So I can't go no further that way. You can see the raging river coming that way. It's just unbelievable. The amount of water, it's just going as far as I can see. I'm on the marshlandy side at the moment, but just the other side of this tree here takes me straight out into the main river, and as you can see how quick it's coming around that corner. It's absolutely flying along. I'm okay at the moment because I'm up on a bed of sort of dying plants and that sort of thing. But look at the speed that's coming down there. It's just meant to be a tiny river. I'd like to walk that way, but like I say, I know straight away if I walk off that edge of them plants there, I'm going straight down. So I'm not going to be able to go any further that way. I might be able to go up here a bit. You got to bear in mind, obviously if I walk this way for a couple of hours, when I turn the camera off, I've still got to walk back the other way a couple of hours, which no one sees. Have to be careful of losing daylight and stuff like that as well. It's a bit shallower up on where I am now. Just sort of knee height, which is a bit handy. We'll get down here a bit further, we'll be able to see a little bit more. Here you can actually see where the water started to clear here, you can see the bottom. Oh, going up slightly here, see if we can have a look. We're in the edge of this tree here. Still all swampy into that area. Again, there's the main river there in the middle there. That's where the depth is. You can see it sort of snaking around there and taking the left around through them trees. This big tree here looked like it's very dried out, even though it's sitting in water. It's not looking too good. These ones down here have been burnt, which is strange. Unless they've been clear in the woods and stuff. It's looking pretty deep here, but we'll edge in slowly. Oh, whoa. Yeah, it's deep. It's because that's actually part of the river on the edge here. It's just joining the other side of this tree here. I was going to walk across and try and get to that gap over there, but we might be able to. Oh, that passed me waist. Oh, yeah, we got across. I certainly ain't walking out there, but just want to have a look off this end here. There you can see the water's raging through. It looks like massive man-made lakes, really, don't it, with a little river down the side of it. That's what it all looks like. But it's clearly not. The birds and stuff out there are enjoying it, and the animals. We're actually quite near the bank again here, which is quite strange since I just walked right out across into the middle of that field. We've got all tyres and stuff on the bottom here, so I've got to watch what I'm doing. Someone's obviously rolled them down the hill or something like that, but it's on this edge just much deeper than it looks. Not even sure I'm going to be able to cross it. I'm trying. Nope, I don't think I can. Nope, it's way too deep. Went straight up to me chest level and give me nowhere to go. So I'm going to have to turn around. Let's see if we can find a different route. Woo! How the depths change from just above your knees and then all of a sudden you're up to your chest. Literally in a matter of a couple of steps. It's quite strange. And then all of a sudden, like here, you're just halfway up a normal welly boot. So I don't know what's down in there, but there's a massive hole all the way along there. And if that had been a couple of days ago when the waters were even higher, that would have been, well, I'd been above my head. I couldn't go through, as I couldn't just now. Normally I would have turned off as I was walking back up the same sort of area, but I'm going to show you different stuff. And I've had a lot of people say, just keep it rolling. They want to see what I'm doing. If I'm out, sort of doing this sort of thing, they want to see it wherever I'm walking. Obviously I can't put 5 hours in uploading the video, but most of these trips do take sort of 5-6 hours per day out filming. And then obviously you've got the driving on top of that to get to the areas. So yeah, that soon adds up. I'm going to try and cut them down to, sort of sensible length to watch. I'm trying to cut across here, but it's getting quite deep. Trying to go sort of different area to what we did on the way in. On a similar line though. Sorry if I'm a bit shaky, but I'm having to drag everything through. I'm not sure. I think it feels like it's getting deeper. I think the water's still coming in. Oh. Just at sort of just under knee level at the moment. Shouldn't too bad. I know there's a big hole here. Step over that tree. You see we're going straight down. Whee! That's deep. That puts me at... Oh, I'm just at my limits here. I can't go any deeper than that. Otherwise the waders are going to fill up with water. That doesn't look much, but I can assure you that's very deep. Don't know why there's big holes like that in these areas, but all of a sudden that goes from 2 foot to 4 foot plus within a matter of a couple of steps. All the way along this bit here, I'm above my waist. These fields to the right here seem to be, I think they're filling up as we're going along, to be honest. We'll see if we can get through one of these gaps in a second. See if we can have a little look out there. Oh, it's windy. There's the main river. It's like 5-6 times the size of what it normally is. This is not fun having to get through all this lot. Oh. We're getting through. It's a bit of a fight, but that's all happening. Oh, more trees to get over. Oh, we're going down again. Whew. The thing is, the walk can come in here a lot, because if you look at that bank over there, that would take a serious amount of depth to breach that. So this is really a good place to have a floodplain, if it's managed right. Cool. I'm absolutely knackered. When that's so deep like that, when that's like just under your chest, it makes it really hard to walk. At the moment we're just at the waist. Alright, we're coming back up again now. Right, I think that's as much as I can show you in this area. We managed to get through all of that. All of them woods and right over there to the right. See all the field, both sides. And you saw completely flooded out. Right, I've got about a 10-15 minute walk back to the car. So we'll do that and we'll move on to what else we can find. Whew. I'm pretty red as you can see, but I'm back out of the water. Oh, that was hard work. When that's deep like that, it makes it pretty hard to walk. Oh. Oh. But like I say, we're not too far from the car now, so I'm going to jump in the car and we're going to move location and see what else we can find. So I hope you're enjoying it so far. If you are, give me a good old thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed and you like this sort of thing, subscribe as well. Let's carry on with the video. So we're back down near the hut. We're walking up the hill. Oh, climbing these big banks. Oh, I ask for it when I do this stuff, don't I? Go through the deep water, up and down the massive hills. Oh. And as you saw, it's only 1 degree today at the moment. We've had rain, we've had snow, we've had all sorts of stuff on the way here. But so far at the moment we're doing okay. There she is. That's the good old car at the moment that's getting us around on these trips. It's a 1.9 turbo diesel. One of my favourite cars. Oh. Well, it looks like we've found some more. All of this, what I'm standing on now, and all this green, a couple of days ago was actually underwater. I had to wait for it to go down a bit for me to be able to get anywhere near it. But as you can see in front, again, looks like a massive lake, like all the other fields. And just meant to be a little river along the side here. We're in the water as normal. Now the river's there, so is that going down? Yep, that's going down. Yep, too deep to go down that area. Straight to my waist. Starting to snow again, but just little fine flakes, nothing to worry about. I was going to try and cross this and get onto that islandy bit over there and see what we can look at there. Also, we'll have a look on the other side of this tree line over here. I'm not sure we're going to get across there, it's quite deep. Might be a bit shallower if we come up this way a bit. We're at knee height. Let's see if we can get across. Quite squidgy. It's clearly been covered in water for a long time now because the bottoms are so soft. If you stand still, you just start sinking. So I'd like to get to that area there, but I can see where the river is and don't think I can get across the river. He says as we're getting across, waist depth. Yep, we're over. Oh. Whoa. It's even deeper here. Run out of places to stand. I can't get across that bit. I put my foot over the edge, but it just goes straight down. I will try and get across if I can, but obviously I don't want to go under. Whoa. No, it's nothing to stand on. As you can see up here, the water's 3/4 of the way up at Farmer's Gate. Down there in the fields, that's quite deep. It'd be nice to go down there and have a look down that way, but it's not looking like we're going to get to it. The depths are still way too deep, which is a shame because I wanted to go through there and over to that tree line, but I think you can see what's happening. We're definitely not going to make it down to that gate. The depth is unbelievable. You know me, I'll walk through anything if I can get through it, but it's got to be safe. It's got to be safe like that. We just disappeared off the edge of the river. So he's one step from grass there down into the river, and I was I was nearly under, put it as well, I was centimetres off filling up me waders then, so that's a bit crazy. So I'm definitely not going to be able to get across there. Shame I can't see any other routes. But I think you get the idea. The whole area in there, the whole woods, the whole thing is just completely full. Yeah, that is a big depth change just right off the edge of there. Straight down into the river. Right, I'm going to head back across this area, which is still water. We can see the bottom at the moment. Can we get across? It's not looking too bad. Still knee depth. Still quite deep. The thing is, everywhere you walk is leaving this like sandy, silty mess behind. So you can imagine when this all settled down, there's going to be a lot of silt land in places, especially in places like roads and places where it can't sort of settle into the grass and stuff. Swans and stuff over the other side there, having fun. Right, I'm going to get myself back to the car and we'll move on to the next destination. So we're back at the car again. Let's move forward and see what else we can find. Whew. You can clearly see a crazy amount of water everywhere. It's a shame I couldn't get into that end, but I might be able to find something a bit further down the road or a few miles away, because these are just going on and on through the fields all the way along for miles and miles and miles. So you can imagine how much extra water that is. So we'll move along and we'll see what else we can find. Well, looks like we found some more. In here is just a smaller ditch, but bursting with water. Normally just trickles through. Cool, that wind's really getting up. It's blowing my head off. If you look into the fields there, you can see us bursted spanks just down there and us filling up the fields over there. You see all the way along, it's completely filling up. We go through here. Whee. Across the road. Ooh. This is pretty crazy. That's the little river that comes under the side there. And this is completely full. And completely filled up the whole field. It's just going off and off into the distance. As far as I can see, the fields are just deep, full of water. Got no chance of getting anywhere in them to sort of walk along them. I think you get the idea of that one. Walk up here to the bridge and see what's happening. It keeps snowing on us at the moment, but not much we can do. Just here is the entrance to the car park. Which is pretty crazy. We might try and pass that in a minute. As we do, but we're going to have a look over the bridge first, see what's happening on the bridge. If you've been here before, then you know The water doesn't normally pass through like that. It's basically going under the road, coming out on this side and through into here, which is quite deep. There's no way I'll be able to walk through it there. All this normally is just grass and a little river going through the middle, but at the moment that's seems to be ploughing through. I'm getting blown all over the place with the winds. I'll keep getting snow and hail, so I have to keep hiding the equipment and then getting back out again. That's definitely a fun one today. But if you don't work hard and do these, you don't get the good videos. I don't know many people that get close and personal like I do like this and actually get in the rivers and walk through the fields, so hope you're enjoying it. Here's the other piece of river, which has turned into a massive river. Phew. It really is pumping through there. Let's see if we can walk down to the side of the bank and see it actually coming through under the bridge. See its power. Got a little trail we can make through here. Walk down the bank. Whoa! There we go. Normally the bottom is just really shallow like that there, and you just see the stone nice and clear, looking nice, but at the moment it's 5 times its depth, really wide and full of murky water. Ooh. You can see the speed at us pushing through and coming into these fields. And you can imagine that don't take long to fill up them fields. Okay, so I'm going to find my way back down to that car park entrance, and then we'll see if we can actually pass through it, see how deep it is. As you can see, with the rest of these reeds and stuff like that, this was all covered only yesterday. That's what this side is like. You can see the steps there where you can normally walk down and people will paddle and stuff like that, but I wouldn't recommend it at the moment unless you want to go flying under the bridge. There's some serious power in that water. I wonder where all the fish are and where they're held up. If they've gone into the edges under the branches or completely moved. Right, I'm going to find my way into the entrance and we'll have a look at that bridge further down there. We'll have a look around that area. Okay then, let's attempt it. Let's see what we got. Quarter way in, top of the boots, normal pair, you know. Looks like we can get through. You can see it's all bursting straight through here. All under there is all completely flooded out. When it was a bit higher, I would say it was probably touching the road bridge. Yeah, we seem to have got through there not too bad. No higher than sort of knee level. Which is still very deep. You wouldn't want to bring your car through there. That's for definite. Maybe a high van. But then this is all shut off anyway, so it's not really much point. Okay, so this is Homersfield Bridge. And that is some crazy flow. Definitely wouldn't want to try and cross that in my waders. I'd go down in my boat, but you don't know, the trouble is going along in your boat, and then you like get near the edge of fields and there's all barbed wire and stuff, and you end up bursting your boat because you can't see what's under the water. It's just not worthwhile. You could probably do it with a plastic boat. I like to be able to sort of jump back in the car and do all different areas. You know, keep moving around for the whole day. That big tree over there is obviously snapped in the high winds. And yeah, it's absolutely flying through there. So have a look over the other side, Joey. Can't walk very far. You can just get to these edges. Should just be a normal river. As far as you can see that way, it's just getting fuller and fuller in the fields. Going to pass back through the water again because the car's down this way, so walking for a deep puddle, and it's snowing. They're not massive flakes, so you might not be able to see them on camera, but it's definitely snowing. I'm going to go a bit over to this side this time, and I think it's a bit deeper over there, and just have a look at this flow. Yeah, it's definitely deeper. Look at the power of that going through there. This is on a pathway. Right. I'm off down to the car, which you can see is a quarter of a mile down the road there. Just jump back in the car. We'll keep going. Whoa. Okay, so if you look along the sides here, you can see where probably over half of this woods has come down in the storms, in the high winds. There's trees just literally laying everywhere, and then they've got teams of people in there. They're sort of chopping them up and moving them on to wherever they're going to take them. But there's quite a lot of trees, as you can clearly see. The stretch goes on for a good mile or so. Don't think I've ever actually seen so many trees come down in, in the 1 week periods, I think. just seem to be everywhere, all the way along. In the distance behind, you can probably still see the flooding as well. It's just going on and on and on the fields to the left and the right, just as far as I could drive, to be honest. I could just carry on and carry on, probably film for a week, and just keep showing you new stuff as, you know, it's really carrying on. The only bit that's clear is this bit where we're now coming up to, where these farms and stuff are, you know, sort of up on the high ground. Okay, so we're back down, sort of getting towards Bungay end. These are the ditches. It's a private fishing area. Make sure you put the rope over the gate if you're going to come in there. As you can clearly see, lots and lots of extra water. Right, just come through the gates. Pretty deep, well over normal boot levels. Normally you could just come in here and this is a car park, but clearly not at the moment. Woo! This is going straight down. Everywhere is just completely joined together. Quite deep, and the further I'm going forward, the deeper it's getting. There's actually a lake in there. Just joining straight across, straight into all the fields and the rivers. Quite bad. Not going to go in there because there's no need to. Knee level end of the car park here. Hopefully all the fish are good. Snowing again. See how quick that's coming down and through the sides. The flow that's coming through here. That's through the ditches across there and the little rivers. It's absolutely flying through up here. Oh, we found the source of where it's coming through across here. Pouring out the little streams and rivers. As far as you can see, it's just water all the way along. Coming across the road as well. It's also pouring through over here as well. As you can clearly see where it's burst all the ditches. The rate is coming in is so fast. You can see how all these fields and everywhere else is just completely filling up water so quickly. Literally overnight, if we get enough water, enough wind in the right directions, etc. It's pretty crazy. Coming down here like a river. Absolutely pouring out of the ditch and just filling the area up. That's a lot of water coming out of there, completely filling up them fields. So this is where the normal river's meant to be. It's normally quite a shallow little puddle of water going through. We're on quite a major road here. It's a bit dangerous to be doing what we're doing. Normally a little stream just going through the side there, but obviously it's opened up into a whole field. And the same again over there. Water's absolutely flying through, as you can see down there. And that whole field in the background is completely full. I can't get anywhere near that to show you a better view of that, because I'd have to cross the river, which is far too deep. But I think you get the idea. That's sort of the best view I can get of it right now. Okay, so we're further up now. I'm going to walk along the main road here. Ditches in the side here are all flooded. The main river should come through this bridge that we're now walking towards. And that's going to clearly have burst its banks because the fields are all full around it. There we go. How can so much water still be going through there? That's unbelievable. There's no way I'm going down there and into that. That's far, far too deep. It's coming through from the fields from behind. Quite crazy. See all the debris picking up on the way. Right, let's cross the road while it's safe to do so. As you can see, where it's been. It's been right up on the top of this bank as well. A couple of days ago. But I can't film it when it's at them sort of depths because I can't walk for anything, I can't get to anywhere. It's much more fun when I can have a wander around and show you everything that's going on. Look at all the debris pulled down the river and it's all clinging to the trees and bushes. And look at the speed that the water's still going through. Proper chocolatey brown. It just goes off and over that way, and that's the river that follows its way down there, and all into them fields over the back there is all flooded. Okay, let's move on again. Okay, so we're at the next spot. Another dangerous road, but big, huge flooded river. Look into the distance. Over there you can see where I was wandering around and filling up the fields. often stop here in the summer and stuff and sort of look over the edges and look at the fish and stuff, but we're in the park like that and do our best to cross the road. What we got over there? Plenty of traffic. Okay, so this side's even worse and even fuller. Snowing down on me again, as you can probably see. I don't mind that. I'd rather have the snow and the rain. That field over there was actually full of water yesterday. I'm getting snow and stuff in my eyes now, it's getting heavy. But we don't mind. It's all part of the fun. There's some serious flow going through that river, isn't there? Look at the speed that's going on them bushes and going down through there. Sky is nearly dark. It's quite strange to film like this. Okay everyone, so we're back in the car and I think I'm going to call it on this one. It's pretty cold now. It's going to be dark literally in 15-20 minutes. So it'll be pitch black. I've been out all day. I've been walked through everything you can think of. Water, reeds, trees, plants, all sorts of stuff. Boggy ground, sticky mud, clay, the whole lot. Been through all sorts of stuff in the last few days doing all this filming, so hope you enjoy what you're seeing. I'm absolutely knackered, to be honest. I've got an hour and a half drive home now, so I'm going to do that and hopefully get something to eat, a nice hot chocolate, and then I might look at editing some of these videos. So I hope you enjoyed what you see. Hope you're enjoying the videos I'm making at the moment and the effort I'm putting in to make them really good and show you everything in detail, get right in the water and walk right through the places that are being shown. And if you like it, like I say, give us a good old thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks for coming in, see you soon.